Hi everyone, Sylvia Breitowich of Breitowich Law Firm. I'm here with Dr. Julie Davelman, and we're giving you another hot topic today and how to co-parent in the coronavirus environment that we're living in. The hot topic that we wanted to address right now is parental concerns over taking proper protocol and sanitation practices along with social distancing and how that relates to co-parenting and parental exchanges.
So we wanted to begin first by figuring out how parents find out that there's a problem. It may be that they're assuming there's a problem because they think they know how the other parent parents, or the child is coming and telling them something. What you first want to think about is this information reliable? Is there another motivation for me thinking this way? And if you think that this may not be actually happening, or you're not sure, ask. It is always better to ask rather than to start off with an accusation. And then if the other parent brushes you off and says, no, this isn't the concern, or I'm not doing this, then try to have a conversation about why it would be important to do the things, or why you might be sending mixed messages to the child if you're doing one thing in one household and a different thing in a different household. But at the end of the day, remember, everybody has the child's best interest in mind. So try to assume that everybody's coming in from a good place. Sylvia, what do you think?
I totally agree. I mean, I think this is a topic that we've talked about quite often, and that especially in a time like this, communication between parents is crucial. So there's a lot to be concerned about right now with what's going on, and having an open and candid conversation about what your concerns are as a parent, how you can both be on board to do the same thing to make sure that you're both operating in the same way for consistency with the kids, which will not only lend to better practice, but also to minimize the fears that the kids have about what's going on. But I think also if one parent calls another and simply says, listen, I have these concerns, let's put these best practices in place, that's a very reasonable request. And so long as that's being complied with and everybody's concerns are a little bit minimized, I think that co-parenting during this pandemic is going to be a lot more effective. Now, obviously, if a parent is doing something that's completely outside of what is recommended by the CDC, for example, they're having multiple children from multiple families at the house, or they're going to social gatherings, these are obviously things that are of a bit more concern than the simple, how are we handling this on a day-to-day basis? And those are issues that we would address separately and a little bit more down to the nitty-gritty of what's actually going on. And there may need to be a little bit more of a tighter restriction on how that parenting takes place. But overall, the concern about the sanitation and the steps that you take really can be resolved by a simple conversation and a co-parenting regimen that really everybody should have in place. But again, if there's specific issues, as Dr. Julie said, what we need to do is find out where those concerns are coming from so that we can address those specific concerns and not an overall fear of what's going on. So if we can address the little topics, then we'll be able to really come up with an overall plan that works for everybody.
And since everyone is just a little bit more stressed these days, try to be considerate of each other and give each other a little bit of flexibility to do whatever works for this particular family. It may not be the way you do things at your house, but it may still be okay. Try not to be kind of trigger happy with actions that you might otherwise resort to because everybody is stressed and strained, and try to be patient and considerate while still maintaining your child's safety.
Right. I mean, candidly, this is the first time anyone's been through this, so we're all really learning what best practices are. So if we can talk and we can communicate, we can develop what that is for our specific families, and that's the best plan going forward. So thank you for joining us again today. If you have any questions, comments, or you'd like additional information, please drop your email in the comments below, and we look forward to talking to you again soon.
Thanks. Bye.